Section 3 of The Rural Magazine and Literary Evening Fireside, Volume 1, Number 2. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Greg Giordano. The Rural Magazine and Literary Evening Fireside, Volume 1, Number 2, by Various. For the Rural Magazine. The following is a copy from the original of a letter written by Dr. Franklin, and never before published. As the subject is one invested at the present moment with considerable interest to the people of this country, and coming from the pen of a celebrated man, whose patriotism, it is believed, was never doubted, it may perhaps be acceptable to your readers, and worthy of preservation in the pages of the Rural Magazine. Whether the doctor is right or wrong in his theory, the public will determine. London, February 20, 1768. Dear Friend, I write to you a few lines by Captain Falconer, and I sent you Dr. Watson's new piece of experiments in inoculation, which I hope will be agreeable to you. The Boston people pretending to interfere with the manufactures of this country make a great clamor here against America in general. I have endeavored, therefore, to palliate matters a little in several public papers. It would, as you justly observe, give less umbrage if we meddled only with such manufactures as England does not attend to. That of linen might be carried on more or less in every family. Perhaps it can only do in a family way, and silk, I think, in most of the colonies. But there are many manufactures that we cannot carry on to advantage, although we were at entire liberty. And after all, this country is fond of manufactures beyond their real value, for the true source of riches is husbandry. Agriculture is truly productive of new wealth. Manufacturers only change forms, and whatever value they give to the materials they work upon, they in the meantime consume in equal value in provisions, etc., so that riches are not increased by manufacturing. The only advantage is that provisions in the shape of manufactures are more easily carried for sale to foreign markets, and where the provisions cannot be easily carried to market, 'tis well so to transform them for our own use as well as foreign sale. In families also, where the children and servants of farmers have some spare time, 'tis well to employ it in making something, and in spinning or knitting, etc., to gather up the fragments of time, that nothing be lost. For these fragments, though small in themselves, amount to something great in the year, and the family must eat, whether they work or are idle. But this nation seems to have increased the number of its manufacturers beyond reasonable bounds, for they are bounds to everything, whereby provisions are now risen to an exorbitant price by the demand for supplying home mouths, so that there must be an importation from foreign countries. But the expense of bringing provisions from abroad to feed manufacturers here will so enhance the price of the manufactures that they may be made cheaper where the provisions grow, and the mouths will go to the meat. With many thanks for your good wishes, I am, dear friend, affectionately yours, B. Franklin. Dr. Cadwallader Evans. End of Section 3. Recording by Greg Giordano. Newport Richey, Florida.